Hello again. Welcome to the second MoonTaxi Development Log. Thanks for joining me. I've got a handful of new features and improvements to talk through today, so let's dive right on in. First and most significantly, there's an entirely new minigame flight challenge. It's called Interception. In the Interception game, a falling target is generated at a random location and your objective is to intercept the target as quickly as you can. You get more points the higher your altitude and velocity are at the point of impact. And then you get rewards based on your score, and you get teleported back to the pad you came from. In this game, you can use the ballistic camera mode introduced last week to point the camera at the target, and you kind of end up wanting to keep the target right in the same part of the screen. And if you do that, that's how you know you're on track for an intercept. But I have to say, it's pretty tricky. Next up, I reworked the pause screen to be more functional. The player can now save, load, and exit the game from the pause screen, as well as navigate with the keyboard or gamepad. These changes will make for a good jumping off point to make a proper main menu to show when the game starts up in the future. Here, I've loaded a game in progress, and you might also notice that I'm trying out one of the other new features. You can now control the camera with the gamepad thumbsticks. That is to say, you can orbit the camera on the X and Y axis, as well as move the camera in and out on the Z axis. These changes give the player a lot more freedom to see the landscape around them, but as with any new feature, a lot more refinement is needed and more changes are still to come, but I was pretty excited to get that figured out. And you can also use the ballistic camera on any target now, but that one also needs some more work to work in concert with the new thumbstick controls. But all in all, the player can really have a much better idea of what's going on around them. And you can see below me now, there's the main base with the 3 landing pads, the middle one being the only one that you can actually land on. And yeah, those are the camera controls. Finally, MoonTaxi has had one lingering, pestering hole in the gameplay flow. If you happen to flip over onto your roof without dying, well, then you were stuck. But not anymore. Now you can activate turtle mode, or turtle power, I'm not sure, and your ship will be shunted up in the air, as you'll see here in a moment. And from there, you'll have time to quickly rotate your legs under you, and you can go on about your business. Well, that about wraps up the changes I packed into this week of development. Here's a look ahead at what's to come. Coming up this Wednesday, September 7th, I'll be sharing a video that dives into the long-term plan of MoonTaxi. What's this game all about? What's it going to be like when it's all finished? Tune in to that video to find out. Now that I've got the basics of the camera controls down, I plan to refine them to make them work even better and take care of the weird edge cases where it doesn't work very well at all at the moment. Then I'm going to take the pause menu that I have and use that as the basis to build a main menu so that when you load the game, you see kind of a proper intro instead of just starting on the pause menu. Finally, it's on to the job screen and the whole job system, which is going to get a rework. And if you want some more information about what I'm planning there, then tune in on Wednesday and I'll be talking a bit about that. And then finally, just on the edge of my horizon, adding more ships and getting the player the ability to change from ship to ship. So that's what's coming up next. And as ever, if you would like to playtest, see a link in the description and please sign up. And, if you like what you're hearing and you really want to help this game become a reality, please see my Patreon, where there's a couple of different ways that you can support me there. And thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great week ahead.